Tonight we are at Disney Springs and we are dining at CityWorks Eatery and Poorhouse. If you don't know, we do dining reviews every single Monday, so be sure to check those out. So like I said, we are eating at CityWorks tonight, and this restaurant actually just opened this year in 2020, and we are excited to finally try it out. So since this is a Poorhouse, that means they have to have beer, and they actually have 72 beers on draft, and that is including some ciders, so Josh is definitely going to be trying one of those tonight. And they dedicate 30% of their taps to local breweries, which is actually pretty awesome.
Another really great thing about CityWorks here is that they've got a ton of seating in here and a bunch of TV. So I think a lot of people tend to go to the boardwalk over at the ESPN club basically and watch all the sports. This is a great place where you can just come down, hang out. All of the TVs are up on the wall. It's really like the viewing for you to just be able to turn and watch, I think is great. There's no real bad seat. And we've got some golf playing. There is other stuff that's on too, so pretty excited. It's going to be a good night here at CityWorks.
So in addition to all of the beers that they have on draft, they also have some cocktails. So I chose to get the Peach Cooler. This has Maker's Mark, peach schnapps, fresh lemon juice, fresh lime juice, orange juice, simple syrup, and lemon lime soda. And it actually kind of tastes like an orange juice soda. I know that might sound kind of weird, but like it's like a bubbly orange juice with like a kick. It is quite good.
So tonight I chose to get a cider, and they've got they don't have a huge list of stuff to choose from, but they have 3 different ciders right now. I'm sure that gets rotated out, especially over on the draft. But I've got the Black Cherry Cider. This is a 5.5% cider.
ABV?
This is from the Accomplice Brewery and Cider Works in West Palm Beach, Florida. So that's kind of why I chose to get it. I always like to get stuff that's from here in Florida, a little bit more of like a local supporter. It's pretty good. It's a nice cider. You know, it has that nice sweetness to it. I don't get a lot of the cherry flavor in there, but it's a nice hint, and I like it. It's good. I'll definitely get it again. I'll probably end up trying another one, maybe the Ace Perry. I see it on draft up there. And usually pears are pretty good, so we'll see.
So for our appetizers tonight, we got the fried pickles, which are kosher dill pickles, beer battered, and served with ranch dressing. We also ordered the queso dip. It is hot chorizo on top of pepper jack cheese sauce, queso fresco, green onions, micro cilantro, and it is served with corn tortilla chips. I really like both appetizers. The fried pickles I really enjoy because they are beer battered, and normally they're like just like a breading, but the beer batter is a really nice touch with the ranch dressing to dip. And then as far as the queso goes, I really like that it is like a smooth cheese with the queso fresco and the pepper jack cheese sauce. It does have a little bit of a kick because of the pepper jack and with the chorizo, but it is a really nice twist on like a basic cheese dip. So it makes it a little more unique.
Talking about the fried pickle chips, I actually don't really like fried pickle chips at all, and I think normally because they have that just really bare kind of breading on them, but these that are beer battered, I actually kind of like them. I enjoy them. Good, served with the ranch dressing. I'm not really sure if that's like a homemade ranch, but flavor-wise it's pretty good. This queso dip, I really like the queso dip, and Taylor makes a good point that it's more of like a sauce than it is like a normal cheese dip. It has like a little bit more of this fluffiness to it, maybe?
It's like smooth.
It has more of like a fluffy smoothness to it. And I know that might kind of sound weird because it's dip, and usually cheese dip is smooth anyways, but it's just the consistency is a little bit different. But I really like the bite of the chorizo in there. I think the only thing that's letting down on this dish is the chips. Some of them seem to be cooked well, some of them seem to be underdone. So some of them are like a little more chewier, some of them are a little more crunchier, and not enough salt, I think, overall. I really like salty tortilla chips. These are missing out a little bit on that. So, but so far, I think it's pretty good. I would definitely get the chorizo dip, the queso dip again.
For my entree, I got the smoked cheddar mac and cheese. This comes with grilled chicken, bacon lardons, smoked cheddar cheese sauce, cavatappi pasta, and a smoked cheddar cheese. So overall, this was a really good dish. I loved how creamy the cheese sauce was, and I loved the smokiness of the, essentially it was bacon, or bacon lardons is like a pork belly that was like really smoky and kind of crispy and gave a real nice flavor to the dish. And it honestly didn't even need the chicken, but I think like that kind of makes it more of like an entree and not just like noodles and mac and cheese. So only thing is that I think it needed a little more salt. It was still really good because of how creamy it was and the smokiness that the bacon brought to it.
So I got the Filet Mignon sliders. They are 2 grilled filet medallions, caramelized onions, horseradish cream on a pretzel roll. They were really good. They were a nice slab of meat. They were really, they were cooked perfect. The fries were really good. The ketchup was a little on the sweeter side, but it kind of worked. All in all, it was really good, and I would definitely get it again.
All right, so for my entree tonight, in an effort to give you guys a greater variety from the restaurants, instead of just having a steak and something else, I went with the Impossible Burger tonight. This was $19. This is a delicious, juicy burger for meat lovers that's made from plants. Comes with shredded iceberg lettuce, vine-ripened tomatoes, red onion, vegan roasted garlic, horseradish aioli, and upon request, you can have it made vegan. And what that means is just that instead of it being served on a brioche bun, they serve it on a gluten-free bun instead. So I didn't do the gluten-free option. I just went with the regular brioche bun. And first impressions when it was coming out, a little bland. I guess I was kind of expecting it to be like a little more showy, but we're at a brew house, so I guess not really all that important. I think a really important thing about the burger is that normally it's really hard to keep them moist and juicy. This was very moist and juicy, wasn't dry, which I really enjoyed, but there was not a lot of depth and profile, like personality to the actual Impossible Burger itself. And it was really covered up by that garlic horseradish aioli, which is really good. I mean, when you put it all together, it was really good. I highly suggest that you get it. It just, for me, when you say it's like the one for meat lovers, it was kind of missing its mark. All the burgers are served with French fries, comes with ketchup. It was good, pretty typical. Would I get it again? Probably not. I would get a regular burger, I think. I'd probably go with the bacon cheeseburger if I came back again, just because it just wasn't all there for me, but still good.
Tonight I got the pan-seared salmon with the butternut squash puree and poached fingerling potatoes. It also had a mixture of some Brussels sprouts and some corn. It was amazing. I think it had a nice caramelization on the actual fish itself, and then the vegetables just added a lot of flavor to the dish as well. Very well cooked, nice and flaky fish, so good.
So I did get another drink, and I got the strawberry lemonade cider from Broski Cider Works. And something that is really cool here is you can actually get different size glasses. So you don't just have to do the typical 16 or 23 ounce. You can even do smaller than that. So I got a 6 ounce because I was pretty full already, but I really wanted this drink because we tried a sample and it was awesome. But it definitely tastes like strawberry lemonade, and it's super refreshing. And if you don't know, this little glass is actually part of like a cider flight, so you can get, or not necessarily a cider flight, a beer flight, so you can get 4 beers and try them all.
All right, well that is going to do it for us here at City Works in Disney Springs. I almost want to say City Walk at Universal. But I think overall it's a pretty good meal.
Yeah, it really was. I loved the variety of beer that they had. Not that we're super big beer drinkers, but I liked the ciders that they had on draft. That strawberry lemonade was awesome. And I thought they had a good variety of food for the limited menu that they have right now.
Yeah, I do really enjoy the availability of beer that they have here, especially on draft, because I think sometimes it's kind of hard to find those places. There are select, like, few chains that you can find, but here in Disney Springs and in Disney in general, it's a good thing. So, all right, in total with queso dip, cheddar mac, Impossible Burger, we had 1, 2, 3, free 5 drinks. Taylor had 3. In total was $88. That was before tip. And that was with a 10% annual pass holder discount. So
That's a pretty good price, I think.
for all the drinks, the meal, the app, yeah, I'd say it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think the Impossible Burger a little bit overpriced. I'd like to see it maybe at like $14 instead of $19, but I mean I'm not gonna make a huge deal over $5.
Yeah. I think if you can get a meal for 2 people with appetizer, entree, and like specialty drinks for under $100, that's a pretty good deal.
On Disney property.
Yes, that's what I mean.
I would like to come back again whenever the menu is full and not limited.
You can also eat outside and you can sit at the bar.
I just think in general, it's a really great addition to Disney Springs. It adds a little bit more variety, and it's a great place to come down and watch sports.
Most definitely. So let us know if you have ever dined at CityWorks here at Disney Springs. But we also ordered the queso dip.
Oh, that's gonna make it in.
Put it at the end.